See, I keep seeing mud sections like this popping up. Hey, Duff here. Happy Sunday. And I decided that I'm going to, even though it'd be better to do this when it's a little bit cooler out, it's still quite warm here in Southwest Florida, but I'm going to be taking the KingSong 18L to the swamp. First time ever. See how it does. So it's going to be tough, but there's no coffee involved in this ride today. It's still relatively early, so I'm going to actually do this ride and then go get coffee afterwards. So hopefully I can survive. I've had an issue with my my rear view mirror kind of vibrating loose over time. You know, the fit's got a little loose. So I've actually dropped a couple screws through the helmet, through the holder, to permanently affix that to my head. Works well, it's not going to go anywhere now. I do have the selfie stick. So speed obviously needs to be reduced once you get to the limestone section of the road here. Lots of little possible obstacles here, so I got to really kind of keep my eye on the terrain ahead of me. Just a reminder, tonight, Sunday, October 14th at 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, Marty and I will be doing our next EUC live stream on my channel. I believe this is number 9, show number 9, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, tune in. Here. To the boardwalk. Not going to go super deep. You know, maybe somewhere along the lines of what I did with the Z10. We'll see how I feel. I can already feel it in my calves from riding the M10-3 yesterday. Got some residual calf soreness. You can already tell that the water level here is very high. Very high. I see the other advantage of doing this during dry season. The path could be a problem actually. When the water's this high, that the path could be impassable at spots, or at least a pain in the ass. We will see. A little worried about how this new composite lumber is when wet. It's slippery, so trying to be very conservative. We're on the trail. Yeah, it just feels very wet. The ground feels very squishy. Very squishy. Yeah, that water level is super high, man. It's really high. Wow. It's about as high as I've seen it. Which means easier access for gators to the path. This is like muddy. It's usually, oh boy. It's usually sandy, it's muddy. case you didn't notice, I came out fully prepared, got the knee pads on, elbow, wrist guards, fully prepared for battle, and a striking instrument if necessary. I can tell you so far the 18L feels good in these conditions, you know, stable, handling the rough, uneven terrain well, not a big problem. Yeah, really soft mud worries me, but I got through it. Man, hard to avoid cypress knees right there. Yeah, this is tricky. You can get into a very slippery spot unknowingly. I almost slid out there a few seconds ago. Yeah, definitely not going real deep today. Here's this really overgrown section. I remember this on the Z10. Really overgrown. Wow. Yep. We're gonna walk it right here. Look at that mud. Oof. It's definitely a recipe for a face plant. Trying again. This is really bad. Oh. Really bad, man. Look at that. Not a good time to be doing this. I'm surprised it's this bad. I mean, yeah, we've still been getting rain, but it hasn't been the torrential everyday thing for several weeks, so I thought this was going to be a lot more friendly than it is right now. It is a soppy, soppy mess. Let's see how this back section here is. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Man, that's really bad, man. See, the thing is when you have this high grass, there's like hardly any path. You don't know when you're going to just sneak up on some thick mud. You just have these little, very, very small trails. There mustn't be a lot of people walking this lately. I mean, I've never seen it this overgrown. This is really bad. And they used to, you know, mow this periodically, but this does not look like it's been mowed in months. Well, I need to at least try it. At least try. See what happens. Good Lord. It's crazy. Mow this shit, man. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not going as deep as I did with the Z10, I can tell you that now. This is crazy shit. Yeah, see, I keep seeing mud sections like this popping up. And I just don't feel like face planting into a pile of mud. So I'm going to turn it around. And this grass is a mess. Man, it's a mess. Oh, nice. I passed a few people out in the trail, but I think they're going to be like me. They're not going to be going very deep. Not fun conditions to hike in. I can attest that the foot grips on the 18L perform well when wet, because Oh man, mine are soaked. We are through that really bad spot. Sorry guys, thought this would be a deeper journey into the swamp, but just not good conditions. This is definitely the most swamp-like the swamp has ever been with any of my rides through here. Not expect it to be like this, man. Yeah, even that short distance, that was enough, man. My body is feeling it. Alright, almost out. As far as you know, being able to handle this rough terrain, the 18L is totally fine. You know, it's done as well as the Super did when I did it. It feels better than the Z10 because I had too much air in the Z10 tire. But yeah, it's totally fine. Much better. Shoes, man, just coated in freaking organic matter. Stiff. Little rubber mudguard flap did its job though. I didn't feel any water hit me in the back, so that's good. Oh, those of you that have been keeping an eye on the inventory on the store for the 3D stands, I did add for Halloween. I have a couple orange and white stands up there and some blue ones. So yeah, check them out. Link in the description below. People sometimes ask me, you know, what stand will fit my KingSong or my Gotway. Basically, the stands that are up there, they'll fit. To my knowledge, it should fit any Gotway, KingSong, or Inmotion wheel that's out there, unless there's something I'm not aware of. The Z10, I have a custom stand out there for the Z10 because of its wide tire. For the Rockwell, the GT16, that had a special stand made for it as well for dimensions. But yeah, for the big manufacturers, all of them should work on the stands that are on the store. And my feet are soaked. It feels like I walked through a few large puddles. I point a camera at the hawk and he shuts up. What the heck? Oh, what do you guys think of the that add-on that Segway is selling for the Mini Pros, where you turn it into a go-kart? It's like this big, huge add-on that you just, I guess you strap the Mini Pro into the back, and it's your back drive wheels. And I'm not sure what the top speed on that is. I think it allows you to go faster than the stock Mini Pro speed, but it just, I don't know, it seems like the kind of thing that'd be fun for 5 minutes and I'd never use it again. I don't know, what do you think? Since that ride wasn't as long as I thought it would be, I'm half entertaining the idea of making a right-hand turn here at the end of the street and going to Dunkin' Donuts. Just check the battery level. Battery level's at 80%. So I should be able to do it. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Do I want to do it or not? I don't know. Let me think about it. Yeah, I think I'll just drive and do it. I have to actually run some errands anyways, so I'll just grab coffee en route to my errands. You know, it's a logical thing to do. The 2 screws in my mirror did their job. Despite getting bumped around like crazy at the swamp, it hasn't moved at all, so that's what I was looking for. Alright, we made it back. Let's just see what our ride stats are. Yeah, it says that, well, of course I don't trust the mileage in this thing anymore, because we know it's not accurate, but it says 17.5 kilometers was that ride. And now that it's sitting 82% battery. Awesome. So okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that abbreviated but challenging ride into the swamp with the 18L. I can report that it did just fine. Very, very capable in off-road conditions like that. But that's all I have for you for now. If you found this video interesting, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget about Marty and my EUC live stream show tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And yeah, if you're not a subscriber, please take a second and hit that subscribe button if you find the content interesting. And that's all I have for you for now. Talk to you later. Definitely out. Good as new.